Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. I'm Sanya Dauday from BSN1 and I will be discussing the science theory of unitary human beings by Martha E. Rogers. This presentation will cover her life, education, her achievements, as well as the book that she made. But the main topic will be her theory of science of unitary human beings, meta-paradigm, concepts, and assumptions. Martha Elizabeth Roger was an American nurse, researcher, theorist, and author. She was born on May 12, 1914 in Dallas, Texas, and according to my research, she really loved to study at an early stage. She had a love and passion for books. Now let me discuss her education background. She received her nursing diploma in 1936 at Knoxville General Hospital School of Nursing and public health nursing degree at Tennessee in 1937 at George Peabody College and master's degree at 1945 in Teacher College at Columbia University and doctorate in 1954 at John Hopkins University. Martha E. Roger wanted something that can contribute and help many people like studying law or medicine, but eventually she studied medicine but only for a couple of years because in her time, woman in medicine is not a good idea. Instead, she entered the local hospital that had a school of nursing. Allow me to discuss her publications and other works. As you can see on the screen, these are the list of her publications. Martha's work enriched the learning experience of many people, especially those students who are currently studying nursing just like me. She even received so many awards for her big contribution to nursing and science. After we discuss her publications and other work, let me discuss the meta-paradigm in nursing. To simplify the meaning of meta-paradigm, it is just how the concept works. Just like what you see on the screen, it refers to the quality and wellness of the patients. So there are four basic concepts of meta-paradigm that I will be discussing right now. So let's proceed on discussing the four concepts of meta-paradigm. The number one concept is nursing. So this talk about the knowledge or skills that you have on treating the patients. On this concept, you should carry out your duties and responsibilities as a nurse. You should apply all that you have learned, practice, and professional judgment throughout your journey. Number two is the person. So the second one is the person or the receiver of care, or let us say the patients. So when we talk about this concept, this involves the people around you or us. The healing process is fast when you're with your families or friends that are there to motivate you. This third meta-paradigm concept talks about the range of health and patients' access to healthcare. The last concept is the environment. The environment and the patients are connected. Try to imagine this. You are admitted in the hospital together with the COVID patients, but you don't have COVID. And you also watch TV and seeing how this pandemic done to people. So do you think you can heal fast? Or worse, it can cause a depression. And now I will be discussing the theory of Martha E. Rogers. And just to give you a little overview, just like what I said earlier, the environment affects your health. And science, unitary human beings contain two dimensions. The science of nursing, which is the knowledge specific to the field, and the art of nursing, that involves the science of nursing creativity. The unitary human beings assumptions are the following. Number one is man is unified, whole possessing his own integrity and manifesting the characteristics that are more than and different from the sum of his part. The characteristic of individual is not characterized by their body parts, but it is characterized by their mass, structures, functions, and emotions. Man and the environment are continuously exchanging matter and energy with one another. Your everyday action is illustrated on how you are affected by your environment or your surroundings. Number three are the life process evolves irreversibly and undirectedly along the space time quantum. From all the stages from your life, from infant, childhood, adolescence, adulthood, and all stages are follow to each other. It is through the sequential stage of development. Number four are pattern and organization identify the man and reflect his innovative boldness. The man's ability is to regulate himself despite of changing and new pattern of his life. Number five is man is characterized by the capacity for abstraction and imagery, language, and thought sensation and emotion. It just means that the man is unique and different from others. The following are the major concept and meta paradigm of Martha Rogers' nursing theory. Number one is unitary human beings. Each person has a unique attribute that cannot easily recognized by just looking at, describing, or summarizing each part. Number two is environmental field. It just simply means that the environment is connected to your health. Number three is the energy field. When we talk about the energy field, it keeps on changing continuous motion. When you are with your friends, you are very energetic because you're hanging out with them. In millennial, we call it same vibes. But at the end of the day, when you are alone and you are tired, sad, or whatsoever, it affects your energy. Number four is openness, where the individual and environmental are continuously exchanging matter and energy with each other. Number five is pan-dimensional. Roger theory believed that the human being energy is non-linear. Just like when we are dua for Allah to our loved ones for their safety in abroad and Allah accept your prayer, even you and your family are apart, miles apart. Number six is synergy. Synergy is the unpredicted behavior of the component. Number seven is pattern. Pattern is defined as the distinguished characteristic of energy field. Each of us has a own pattern. You can identify the pattern of your loved one or your close friends by how they sleep, by how they talk, or by how they eat. It's simply an abstraction that gives identity to the field. Number eight is the principle of reciprocity. It just says that the human and the environment should not be separated. Number nine is the principle of synchrony. The changes behavior of a person is because of his or her interaction with the people that surrounds him and the environmental field. And number 10 is the principle of integrity. The principle of integrity is the continuous movement between the human and the environmental field. The number 11 is the principle of resonancy. It speaks that the nature of changes occurring between the human and environmental field. The life process in human being is a symphony of rhythmical vibration oscillating at various frequency. It is the identification of the human field and the environmental field by wave pattern, manifesting continuous change from lower wave or lower frequency to shorter waves or higher frequency. Or to simplify, it is a continuous change from lower to higher frequency. And number 12 is the principle of helicity. The human environmental field is a dynamic, open system in which change is continuous due to the constant interchange between the human and the environment. This change is also innovative. Because of constant interchange, an open system is never exactly the same at any two moments. Rather, the system is continually new or different. Or to simplify, as we grow older, the energy field becomes more complex and diverse. An open system is never exactly the same as we grow older. We become matured. And that's the principle of helicity by Martha E. Roger. And I forgot the principle of what do you call this? Principle of homodynamics. And please let me just insert this quick discussion about principle of homodynamics. Homodynamics should be understood as a dynamic version of homeostasis, a relatively steady state in internal operation in the living system. Homodynamic principle postulate a way of viewing unitary human beings. The three principles of homodynamics are the resonancy, helicity, and the integrity, which we discussed earlier about the principle of Martha E. Rogers' theory. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening to my report about the theory of Martha E. Roger about the unitary human beings. So if you have more question, please don't hesitate to approach me or we can ask our teacher. Once again, this is Sanya S. Dauday and Salam Alaikum. I hope you learn a lot on this topic. Thank you.